Hey friends, look what I've got on my cart. I have 4 fig trees. I think I'm gonna get one more, but for now 4 is what I got. I think next week I will get the last one that I want. I'm going to show you what I'm doing and the layout. Oh, they just fell. I had a hard time trying to figure out how to work the trees on this side of the property where it's fenced in. I don't have to worry about deer. The other half, I have a pavilion that we rent for parties. I will update you about that later on. But for now, it was really important for me to have them on this side of the house, and I wanted them close to the garden. But I do have a lot of trees. Like if I pan around, sorry. I have all these trees that shade the north side, no, the east side of the sunrise. So this part here gets shade in the morning. And then if I pan around back around this side of the house, I'm heading towards west. I have all of these trees that shade this area here. So what I'm gonna do is in the future trim some of them so I can get some filtered light. But for now, I have a plan of at least getting 4 fig trees plus 1 later, and then about 10 fruit trees against the wall of the garden. So along the fence line, that is the north side, and all that gets full sun all day long. Coming over here on the right side, you see the stone there that I have. That is where I'm going to lay the fig trees. And I do have a little bit of shade, but fig trees seem to be okay in a little bit of shade. And then probably around 7 to 8 hours is full sun in this area. So I think it'll be a great spot. Figs are actually easier to move, so if I have to move them, it'd be okay. And then back here, I haven't showed y'all what I did there, but I will soon. Back here, this is where I'm gonna put the main fruit trees. So I'm gonna line them probably around, I think it was 13 feet away. So it's never going to shade this area because the sun is coming this way. So I'm excited because I will still have a really large amount of area on both sides of this small orchard over here. But I love it because I'm still gonna have a large amount of space on both sides so we can mow the lawn. You see how I'm at a little bit of a slope, so I will raise these trees a little bit higher, and I will put some stone around them so that it doesn't wash off the top portion of the trees, because I will mulch on top of them. So the back side is going to be some of my favorite fruits, because I will let these trees get probably twice the size that I would anywhere else. So I want those to be bigger, and I want them to give me the most fruit. So it's going to be varieties that we all eat and that we love, and we can use them for multiple purposes. Now the other side, walking over here, which is the front, this is all the front of the garden. This area is going to be the plan after. So probably within the next few weeks, the plan is that that is gonna go away. And it's not hard. We came over here and tried to lift some of these bricks, and they're not cemented in, they're just laying on top. So it's gonna be easy to remove this area, and I can't wait to do this. But the plan is, so see how I have an entrance here? I want to create an entrance to the garden over here. I wanna have the dwarf trees on this side. So I want to have a walkway of fruit trees coming to the garden over here. And obviously the sun does come from this side, so I'm not going to have them too close, and I'm going to have them short. So the highest would be about 8 feet. They will be pruned just to the height, and that is it. So I'm going to need to have about 8 feet or so away from the canopy of the trees in order for them to not provide any shade over there. So that's the plan for this area, and I think I will do a few trees, not just a entrance row, because this is going to be my primary orchard. The other plan is going to be on the other side of the fence. this one I have to be more creative. I do have to think about fencing the trees until they get mature enough, because I do have deer that come through and they will eat the tree. So let me show you that side. Let's come over on this side. Okay, this is the area where I don't have my dogs. I do have a few trees, but this side gets full sun. So the plan is that I will get rid of those trees, and then here I will have a few rows of fruit trees. I do have this driveway, so it will be fruit trees on that side and fruit trees on this side. Getting trees cut down, trimmed, dealing with the roots is not easy. So that's probably going to be next year's plan, unless I get a chance to remove those trees this year and then next year plant, and that would give the roots time to die back. It'd be a lot easier to work around them. It is about 70 degrees out here. It's cloudy. I think it's perfect to plant things outside, which that's the plan. It's gonna be less transplant shock to put these out when it's cloudy, as opposed to a harsh, sunny day. I'm pretty sure you can see the slope here, because that's where water runs off and it heads over into the fence line, and then it runs all the way over there to the ditch. So this area can get a little bit flooded, but up until this side, not this far. Either way, this tree is going to be a little bit higher, and it is about, I think it's 17 feet away from the garden, and it is on a slope, so I do have to raise them. I am going to do the same thing, put rocks around it, and hopefully it works out. I didn't want to put them too close, which works out better, because I do have this mulberry tree and a couple other trees that might shade it a little bit, but there's no way that I'm doing anything to this mulberry tree. I love it. The fruit is delicious and it's full of mulberries. I hope you can see them. It's full of mulberries. So I'm not going to hurt this tree. I'm not cutting this tree. We're just gonna work with it. I do have this fruit, berry, and citrus mix that I'm going to use to amend this soil a little bit. I'm not gonna do much to the actual soil. I'm just gonna put it on top, because I do want the trees to work their way around the existing soil. This is also some of the mulch that I'll be using. I have some of the older one. This will top it off. And these both are from Heirloom Soils of Texas, and then I also have some of the leftover soil from the raised beds that I'm going to use in conjunction with this. This is my tallest tree. It's gonna be on the side that's the furthest. This is a Janus seedless Cadota fig. I've never tried this one before, but it did grab my attention. I don't know about the seedless part, because I really don't care about any seeds in fig trees, but it's different. It's a different color, and it just grabbed my attention. This is a mid-season to late season harvest. And I think the other ones that I have are different, and that's what I want. I want different harvesting periods so that we get to enjoy figs for a long time. now I'm looking for placement. See how there's a curvature here? If I put that towards the sun, it's going to continue to lean towards the sun, so I'm going to put it the opposite side so it can kind of head in the opposite direction. Okay, I think I'm happy with this. I'm going to fill it in so it stays in place while I continue to backfill. This seems to be at the same ground level as the raised bed, so it's perfect. It's allowing the water to flow away from it. I'm gonna save some of this bag for the other trees. I'm gonna go grab some of the other soil that I have, and then we're gonna mulch around it. They're there, our first official fruit trees planted. So it is 1 o'clock. Some of these get a little bit sun. I put the shortest one on the end so that it can catch up to the other ones. These two are my favorite varieties that I want to grow this year, and they are the Tiger Panache. I had one of these at the other garden, and I don't think I had the right Tiger Panache because I never got the stripes, but I'm super excited to actually get ones that are labeled Tiger Panache. Maybe I got a different variety, I don't know, but these two are it, and I was really looking forward to getting these. This one over here is the improved brown turkey fig. I also had this one at the other house and I loved it. It was the sweetest one there, and I had to absolutely find it, and I was lucky enough to find one. So that's that, and then you already know what the very first one is. These don't have that much mulch. I only use that one bag. I just wanted to use it up. Once summer comes, I will come back and top layer it another 6 inches so that they get enough mulch all around the roots. We'll see how this year goes with the sunlight. If I have to, I will have to come and hire someone to trim a little bit of these other trees so that they can get just a tiny bit more sun. I don't want to cut too much of these trees because I do love trees, and I think it's very unique and special to have all these around us and keep this area fresh and not too windy. Some of the spots do get super windy, and I think that will protect these trees. So wish me luck. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next videos. It will be in a few weeks when I buy the next trees and I plant those on that end. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.